आप सबको मेरा नमस्कार, गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, हेलो, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब. So welcome to Rishi Gurukul, CSAT Guru. Rishi Bhargava is my name, and today we are going to discuss a very important topic, right? So I'm going to discuss a topic on arithmetic today. We call it unitary method. Chain rule, time and work, and tanks, pipes, cisterns. So, weightage wise in any exam, if you could talk about CSAT only, every year you would find one or two questions on this. So, this is important, but whatever we are going to do, it would be useful for you for SSC prep also, for your bank PO prep also, any other, government job examination that you are going to appear, it would be useful, right? So, now you have to understand that this was the basic, unitary method was the basic, and we actually did not do our basics well, right? So let's discuss it, guys. So I again welcome you. I hope all of you are doing good. So let's make a statement. Let me make you understand something. So I say 20 men can. So 20 men can finish a job in 100 days. So I made a statement. I said there are 20 men, right? There are 20 men and they are given a job and they finish that job in 100 days. So my question to you is, how much time would be taken by one of these men to finish the same job? How much time? So how much time would be taken by one of these men to finish the job? And most of the time, whenever I ask this question to the students, right, they genuinely, and I don't know what is going in your mind, genuinely would always say, sir, 100 upon 20, sir, 5 days. And this comes as a shocker to me. And even if you are thinking like that, definitely your basics are absolutely wrong. Because when we were young, teacher used to say that the first step is upon. Now, do you understand? 20 men were taking 100 days and one man is going to take 5 days. So this man is definitely going to be Superman, or maybe a Spider-Man, or any man. There are a lot of Iron Man type, isn't it? Because this guy is so efficient. 5 days? No, there is something wrong. So your first arithmetic basic is absolutely wrong, because frankly this is wrong. So what would be the answer? Actually, one man is going to take more number of days. So I'm going to multiply it. So 100 into 20, 2000 days. And now you have to understand, definitely, sir, if there is one man, definitely he is going to take more number of days, so we are going to multiply. So whatsoever basics that we were carrying, where we used to say first step is division, second is multiplication, that was like imprinted in our minds. But not from today. Not from today. So why did you confuse yourself? I'll give you that as well. Absolutely, there is a reason why did you confuse yourself. So you confused yourself because of this. Listen, he says 20 pence cost rupees 100. So what would be the cost of 1 pen? So definitely, I don't think that you have to have a method for this. You just simply know the reason. Boss, 20 pens are going to cost 100. So 1 pen is going to cost you less. Sir, rupees 5. Now I say this was the reason that you were actually mixing work with this. So we call this as direct proportion and this is called indirect. And generally in your exams indirect proportions would come, not direct proportions, and definitely reason is pretty obvious. You are actually preparing for UPSC or SSC or any state exam. So what do you want to do? You want to do a job. And if you want to do a job, guys, if you want to perform a job, definitely you should know what exactly is indirect and what exactly is direct. So I hope does make some sense, guys. It does make some sense, isn't it? So I hope that you're not going to make the same mistake, though we are going to do something so good that you won't be making the mistake, right? So now work was important. Work is important. Everyone is working, isn't it? Everyone is trying to work, earn money, earn respect, earn status. But you have to understand, sir, is there a unit for work? Is there a unit for work? And if yes, what is the unit for work? If you say everything has unit, isn't it? If you want to measure your height, you measure it in centimeters or in foot or in inches. There are units, right? You want to measure your weight, right? I won't talk about my weight, guys. I'm pretty healthy. But the weight is definitely in kgs or in pounds. So, sir, why there is no unit for work? I don't know. Most of the people have actually not written about it. But let's create it. So, let's create a unit for work. Let's create a unit for work, and it's called man days. Genuinely, your work is measured by this parameter, man days, right? So you realize, sir, what is this? So for a particular work, I'm writing it for a particular work. For a particular work, your man days is actually equal to number of men required for that work into number of days, man days, right? And sometimes genuinely companies would always go, there are organizations would go for man hours. So they can say man hours per day, isn't it? So number of men into number of hours they have worked. So I think if you are you are having a company and you're running an organization, so man hour would actually be better, isn't it? Because when we talk about day, you do not work for a whole day. You work for only 8 hours a day or maybe 10 hours a day. So don't you think this would be a better parameter? But frankly telling you, we have a great utility for man days, and if you are comfortable, definitely you would be able to do the questions like this, right? So man days, sir, what exactly is man days? Now this is something new, sir. We haven't done anywhere. There is no book that has written this. So what exactly do you mean when we say man days? I say man days would be, you can say something that is created or consumed. So we say energy created or consumed, isn't it? Energy created or consumed. For example, if we talk about an engine running, right? So the amount of coal that is being consumed is going to be the energy, isn't it? So we would talk about that only. So how much man days are required is now essential, but the beautiful aspect for man days would be, which I am going to write here, for a particular work. For a particular work, man days is a constant. And now I have made a big statement, isn't it? energy required to create some work is constant, right? Energy is constant, right? So I'm just marking it, and definitely you would realize why this is so important, why it is so important. So let me talk about it. So I hope first of all, guys, I hope this is something new, so you may have to write it, all right? And please do not budge away writing it. I understand that sometimes you're watching videos, that's pretty good, but it's not a movie. It's not a movie. You are not watching your favorite channel or a favorite soap. You're right now attending a lecture, so kindly write it if you want to, huh? So let's see. Sir, what is the use? Every time if we do something, it has to have a use, isn't it? Sir, what is the use? So I realize, see, I put you a question. I say 20 men could finish a job in 100 days. How many days would be required by 25 men to finish the same job? And yeah, might be easy for you, but there are students, those may not be able to do this right now, right? So just realize that this was a work which was finished by 20 men in 100 days. So how many man days are required for this work? Sir, 20 into 100 man days. And then you realize there are 25 men, and I say suppose they finish in X days. So how many man days are required now? Sir, 25x. And do I need to tell you why they are equal? Because for a particular work, man day is equal, which means this is equal, which means x comes out to be 20 into 100 upon 25, 80 days. Which means concept of man days is really important, really good, and definitely it's going to produce something really, really amazing. I don't think that from today onwards you are going to have any trouble in this topic. Now, sir, give us more examples. Now let's not give examples, let's now create something which would always be useful for you, right? So I create something, I say M1 men could finish a work in D1 days. M1 men could finish a work in D1 days. So M2 men could finish the same work in D2 days. So M2 men could finish the same work in D2 days. So without any hassles, without any tension, without any stress, can I write M1 into D1 is equal to M2 into D2? Your first formula. Remember, put value, get your answer. Whenever you are appearing for any competition exam, you don't have space so that you make statements, and definitely guys, you are only going to get one single mark. So there is no marks for steps, so why should you write steps? So remember, put value, get answer, right? Point number 2, I say M1 men could finish a work in D1 days, working T1 hours per day, working T1 hours per day, and M2 men could finish the same work, the same work in D2 days, working T2 hour per day. In that case, please keep this thing in mind. Again, now see this is something new, T1 hours per day, T2 hours per day. So now it is not man days, I would say it is man hours. M1 D1 T1 is equal to M2 D2 and T2. Put your value, get your answer. It's so very easy. Put your value, get your answer, isn't it? So now I can put number of hours also, it won't matter at all. You can easily sort it out, isn't it? So let's talk about